morning, guys. Happy Friday morning. Hope all is well in your world. I was actually going to do a video on this earlier in the week because there's been a lot of talk about North Wilkesboro. There's been a lot of talk in the news. Obviously, Governor Cooper is proposing giving them $10 million alongside of Rockingham Speedway and then also Charlotte Motor Speedway for infrastructure improvements for both of these, all three of these facilities. Obviously, Charlotte Motor Speedway is already on the NASCAR active Cup schedule. North Wilkesboro and Rockingham are not. And there's just been a lot of talk out there, a lot of controversy about North Wilkesboro ever since the initial idea got floated out there. It seems to be a hot button, and I don't really understand it. I don't understand why we have so many naysayers, so many people out there that are against it, that for whatever reason don't think North Wilkesboro is worthy of a Cup date. Don't think it's worth the money that's going to be put into it, invested into it to make the necessary improvements to get it back race ready. Don't know what that's about, but this morning I was on my way to the office and I heard Mike Bagley on Sirius XM NASCAR Channel 90 along with Pete Pistone, which Pete has been a naysayer the whole time, but I didn't realize Mike Bagley felt so strongly against North Wilkesboro. But he made some comments this morning that just were untrue, and I want to go ahead and dispute some of those and give people an actual history lesson about the background of this speedway, why it should be on the NASCAR Cup Series schedule, and the whole 9 yards. Well, I'm going to start with Mr. Bagley's comments. He said that, made the comment that North Wilkesboro, he doesn't want to see a Rockingham 2.0 with attendance and whatnot. So I'm going to speak to all that. With that being said, the history behind North Wilkesboro was actually one of the original NASCAR tracks, okay? That they were around before NASCAR was NASCAR. And so they've been around since 1949 is when the track opened. Track was paved in 1957. They were originally owned by the Staley family, and then later the Combs family came in and purchased half of the interest in the track to obviously share with some of the costs and things of that nature. Well, in August, I believe, of 1995, Bruton Smith approached the Combs family to purchase their portion of the track, their half of the track, for $6 million, and in efforts to take that date away, because Wilkesboro used to have two dates, to take that date away to take it to Texas Motor Speedway. All right. And then Mr. Smith actually approached the Staley family and tried to pay them in stock later that year from Speedway Motorsports, and they would not be able to sell that stock for 3 years. So the Staley family did not sell to the Smiths or to Mr. Bruton Smith, and ended up selling to Bob Baer, the owner of the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, for $8 million. And as you guys know, or may not know, he passed away a few years ago. But he was the owner of New Hampshire Motor Speedway, so he took the other date over there. Now, their intention, both parties, being the Bears and the Smiths, actually wanted to keep the Speedway open, but they wanted to own the entire interest of the Speedway. They didn't get along. They did not like each other. They did not want to do business together, but both really did want to keep the Speedway going. Because they understood the history and the tradition and how important it is to keep some of that going when it comes to NASCAR Cup Series racing and NASCAR in general. We want to grow, but we also need to keep our roots there in place that made us who we are. So with that being said, they couldn't get along, obviously, and as a result, North Wilkesboro went away. Now, let me dispel some of the myths that's out there. North Wilkesboro never had an attendance problem, okay? My best friend, who I've known now for over 10 years, has lived his entire life in North Wilkesboro, or in Wilkes County. And there was never an attendance problem. Okay, this place sold out every single time the doors were open. It wasn't a Rockingham situation. I hear you on Rockingham. Rockingham did in fact have an attendance issue, but North Wilkesboro never had an attendance problem. They always fill the grandstands up to the gilt, and I believe they always seated somewhere between 35,000 and 40,000 people at a time at this racetrack, and it would still sell out today. No question about it, no doubt about it. So let's dispel that. The second part of this is the money that's being invested. Guys, I hate to break this to you, but the Smiths, I'm sure, had a whole lot to do with Governor Cooper's decision to give North Wilkesboro $10 million, because the Smiths want to reopen this place. And they want to reopen it because they're smart businessmen. They're not unintelligent people. Obviously, they're very, very successful. They're not putting forth all this effort just for the heck of it. So for those of you who think it's a lost cause or whatever, it's not. The $10 million from North Carolina, the $1 million from Marcus Lemonis, and then whatever else the Smiths needs to invest to bridge the gap, which I don't think is going to be too much more. You're probably looking at about 18 to 20 million from all the estimates that I see out there. I think this place is going to be up and running and viable. All right, no doubt about it. So I want to look at one last thing on the schedule. A lot of people were talking about the schedule and where could we fit, all these new racetracks back in Wilkesboro, possibly Nashville Fairgrounds if they come back as well, which looks like they will. But I just want to look at this real quick, guys. Daytona, obviously, we want to keep that on the schedule, but Daytona road course. Do we really need another road course on the schedule? Okay. Daytona road course, there's nothing special about it. Doesn't really need to be on the schedule. Okay. As we scroll down here, okay, you're looking, we got Kansas on here. Do we really want Kansas on there twice? They got 2 dates right now. Kansas produces some of the most boring racing that is on the schedule, okay? Nothing against Kansas. Don't want to cast any aspersions against anybody, but they don't need 2 dates, okay? We scroll down. Circuit of the Americas, we'll see. I think that place actually has a potential to be a really good race after everything I'm looking at as far as that road course. So that one seems okay. Of course, you got Sonoma there. Keep scrolling. Road America. Do we really need Road America on the schedule? I don't think so. I mean, Road America, it's in Wisconsin. It's great, but we really don't need that on the schedule, guys. I mean, come on. We need more short tracks. We don't need more road courses. All right. New Hampshire. Do we really need to go there twice? It's another one. We've turned Indianapolis into a road course, which I was against. I think we should go back to the oval on that deal. But I guess the point is this. I can go on and on. Las Vegas is another one that I feel like we don't need to go to twice. I could go on and on, guys. Here's the deal. There's room on the schedule. There's opportunity out there. And for those of you who are naysaying about North Wilkesboro, you need to stop, okay? Because the reality of it is that this place deserves the dates. They deserve what's going on. They deserve to have the fanfare. They deserve to have an opportunity to come back, because attendance was never an issue. It never will be an issue. This place will sell out, okay? I promise you this place will sell out. Everybody in that area loves this place. I love that place. I can't wait to go see a race there. I'm excited, but I'm just really tired of all of the BS I'm having to listen to from the Mike Bagleys of the world and different guys like that. Guys, you need to open up a history book. You need to actually read before you go and speak on things you know nothing about. So I just, and I'm sorry to be a little passionate this morning, but this is a really sensitive subject for me. I want to see this come back to the Wilkes County, the Wilkesboro area. I love that racetrack. I can't wait to see it back on the schedule. So you might as well get comfortable with it. Guys, let me know what you think about this controversy in the comments. Appreciate you watching as always. Appreciate all the support. And I will talk to you guys again really soon. Have a great Friday, great weekend, and hopefully we have a great race to watch on Sunday. Thanks, guys.